This is an explanation on how to use the proximity detectors on the Zumo robot to determine if there's an item close to your robot. The robot has 3 sensors, although the center sensor actually gives 2 readings, so we get a total of 4 different readings. There are left and right sensors, so you can see if there are things to the side of your robot, and there's also a forward sensor, which gives you a forward left and a forward right reading. To start with in this example, I load in, of course, the Zumo header file. Next up, I set an LCD screen, and I also create an instance of the Zumo 32U4 proximity sensors class called ProxSensors. This is what's going to end up loading in all my sensor data. Before I actually load any sensor info, I need to call ProxSensors.init3sensors. I do this inside of the setup method, which, as you know, is a specialized method. It is called exactly setup, all lowercase, and it is called once on the startup of the little Zumo robot. So whatever you've got for an initial setup method, make sure you add ProxSensors init3sensors. Next up, the main program loop. For the main program loop, I actually have a section in here called read the sensors. I call ProxSensors.read, which actually goes through and does the reading. And then in order to pull those out into variables, the next 4 lines, I've created a left sensor, a center left sensor, a center right sensor, and a right sensor variable. So the left and right here will cover the left-right sensors on the robot, and that center sensor, which gives us 2 readings, will be done with these middle 2 items right here. At that point, I actually go ahead and update the display. I start on line 1, which is the second line on the display, the first line, of course, being line 0, and I display the different levels. The different levels go from 0, where it doesn't sense anything, up to 6, where something is fairly close. So you've got a total of 7 possible sensor levels from 0 to 6, and you can adjust your code and change the robot's direction or the robot's action based upon those sensor readings.